How you doing, Brian King, UK Flow and TV? Today we're joined with the one and only Paddy McNicholas from MN Flow Training. All right, Paddy.
Hi, Brian.
Uh, I've not spoken to you for a while, Paddy. I think last time we had a chat was Harrogate. So how you doing?
Yeah, good, good. Keeping busy as always. Always got things going on, and you know what it's like. If I'm not busy at work, I'm busy in life.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's always something to do with that. It's
yeah.
good.
Paddy, so let's get straight into it. I've noticed personally a dip in people attending training courses, over the last 12 months or so.
Yeah,
Have you found this to be the case at MN Floor Training? If so, why do you think that is?
yeah. I think people's training habits have changed. You know, before there was only training centres available to learn content. Um, Now there's a lot of free how-to videos that go online, which fitters put out, trying to help the trades and educate people. Um, and that really, I think, encourages people or discourages people to commit to go on a training course. That as well, and also the financial climate of the country. You know, people's mortgages are going up, their gas bills are going up, so fitters have got less money because of that. But also, fitters' clients have got less money because their mortgages are going up. And so it's sort of, yeah, the economy's not great. People have got less money to play with, and ultimately, if you're fitting a floor and you're earning money, thinking, why would I want to invest going on a training course when I'm already earning a living? Which you know is a fair argument, but at the same time, I would argue if you've been on a training course, you'll work quicker, more efficiently, to a higher standard, and therefore earn more money. But like I say, with all these free options online of how to do things, it does, you know, it discourage people from going on a training course. But that's the way of the world. You know, everything's going digital. I'm in the process of moving house. I've done all that on my phone. You book holidays on your phone. You watch films on your phone. It only makes sense that people are now getting training on their phone.
Also, though, last year was patchy for a lot of like floor layers and flooring companies. Uh, like I had busy months and I had like quieter months, so I think that's not helped as well.
Yeah, we were spoilt really with COVID.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, we did really well as a trade out of COVID, and obviously that trend was never going to continue, and the workload has fell off. I know I'm speaking to some manufacturers, and they've been worried about hitting targets, but the whole trade is down from previous years because of the climate we're in, and like I say, mortgages and everything else. People are tightening the belt, and unfortunately, flooring is a luxury, not a necessity. So it's not at the top of people's, you know, spending priorities at the minute. However, I'm sure it'll pick up because people will always need floors.
Exactly. Paddy, I've noticed you've been doing some online training courses over the last, is it 12 months or so?
Yeah.
How's that going?
So online training is going really well. I've had great feedback from it. Um, it's a completely new venture for me. I don't know of anyone else that offers online training to the sort of extent that I do it. Um, there is Sales have been, yeah, really good. But more importantly, the results have been really good. I've had great feedback off it. And ultimately, it's the same training content I deliver in the training center from the same point of view that you would look at it, but it's on your phone. The other good thing about it is you can rewatch it as many times as you want in the time frame for that course. So if you're lying in bed worrying about a herringbone job, you can just watch the training tutorial in bed.
You know what I what
Or
I what I thought was like say I attended a training course with you. There's a lot to take in a day.
Yeah,
So say you show me one thing, you show me another, and you show me another. I might have forgot that first thing you showed me. So I
yeah.
think it's a good idea that I can think, well, hang on, I can go back to that first thing you showed me and recap on it. So I think that's a massive benefit in the online thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously pros and cons to training online and training in person. Um, when we're on a course, I'm with you for 3 days, and I'm constantly coming around tapping you. You know, do this, don't do that. Whereas with the online training, I'm not physically there to do that. However, the online training covers everything. I've rewatched it all, and I'm in my head. I'm asking questions, and on the screen, I'm answering them at the same time. Because I've delivered training for 4 years, I know the questions everyone asks. Therefore, they've all been answered in the demonstrations that I deliver. If I'd have done this online training 4 years ago, it would have been nowhere near as good or thorough. But because I've had that experience of training week in, week out, I've got all the content in there. I'm really happy with it. It's not Hollywood, it's not stars and being edited to the moon and back. It's the content you're buying, and the content is in there. And like I say, you can go over the videos. Some courses you get 4 weeks, some you get six, some you get eight, depending on what it is. Um, and like I said, you can keep going over the content and drumming it in your head. Also, the other really important thing I offer with online training is a 30-minute video call with myself to go over any questions and queries you may have. I offer that to everyone. It doesn't really get taken up very often, which I would argue is a good thing because it shows that, well, people aren't quizzing me going, Paddy, what's this and what's that? They understand it. Otherwise, they would have, made the call. And like I say, because I've delivered training courses for 4 years, I am quite thorough. In fact, I'm very thorough with the training content that I deliver because I've done it again and again.
I can see you're saving money on like hotel costs and travel costs as well. So that's a benefit. So they have a certain amount of time they can keep this content.
Yeah, depending on which courses it are, like the straight leg course, that's more of a beginner's course. So I've put 8 week accessibility on that. Um, 2 months of that training content, you should be absolutely. You shouldn't need 2 months to be honest. But obviously, people don't fit LVT every day. Um, but again, for I think that's £100 for that straight leg content, and that is the content to get your LVT straight leg absolutely perfect. It's the same content I deliver in the training centre. We go up to and around radiator pipes, architraves, corner showers, bull noses, setting out, or you're scribing in. And like you say, it is a lot of content, but you can go over it and over it again. And I am at the end of the phone to support people who've trained online or people who've been on a training course. I say this to everyone I train. I'm at the end of the phone to support you because I'll throw as much information at you as I can. Um, you might not remember everything. It's really important that I deliver the support after the training because it's not about the company getting the money off you for the training. For me, it's about me training you. So if you've got questions and queries, ring me because I've already taught it you once. It'll only take me a few minutes to go over it on the phone, and you will then up your skill set, up your confidence, and yeah, you'll be fitting better floors. Um, so yeah, the support that I offer for the online training is important, but not taking up that much, to be honest.
Oh, you just stop people from sharing it, Paddy, because like I could say to my matey, get this online course of Paddy, and then like send it me, so I don't have to pay. Have you how'd you get around that?
You better not, Bry. I'll be down Wigan. No, it's because I've filmed it and it's been sold. It's covered by copyright.
Right.
So yeah, I'll be suing you.
Would you know?
Yes.
Ah, right.
So yeah, it's all the platform it's delivered on. Thinkific is a training platform, so people teach you how to bake cakes on there or play Scrabble or whatever. Um, but yeah, I deliver training on there, and obviously they've got all the legal proceedings set up for that. It's not like just buy a video that I email you, but you actually buy it through Thinkific, the platform is called, which is American.
Right.
So I'm hoping Mr. Trump doesn't stick another 20% tax on.
What made you want to start the online training? How did the idea come about?
So when I had the training centre, and much in any business, you try different ventures. I bought a CNC machine. I've done, what else have I done? Mobile trainers, loads of different things you try when you're starting a business, up different courses, whatever. Um, and one thing that have been aware of the last few years is the rise in people doing demonstrations on phones, putting it online and whatever. And like I say, it's the way of the world. It's just how things go. And I thought, well, digital training is not a bad idea because people learn so many things doing digital training. I mean, I'm about to move house. I'm going to do an online plastering course because I want to plaster my own walls. If I'm prepared to do an online plastering course, why would someone not be prepared to do an online flooring course at their own leisure? It's a lot cheaper than coming in. You still get the personal contact with myself, the trainer. Um, I thought I'll give it a go. No one else is doing it. But
So
I
does
did think maybe no one else is doing it for a reason. But at the same time, I thought I want to have a go.
does other trades do it as well? Like you said, you're attending a plastering course.
Yeah, there's loads of online training you can get for, like I say, Thinkific is just a platform for delivering training, accounting, mate, baking, anything and everything.
Yeah.
And like I say, if you can buy a house on a phone or a holiday or whatever, you certainly can learn how to fit a floor looking at
Yeah.
your phone as well. Basically, your life is through your phone, which I actually hate. But here I am looking at my phone.
How does it work, Paddy? Because I know doing videos and editing's an absolute nightmare. Do you do all the video and editing yourself, or have you got somebody what does it for you?
So, editing and videoing, I had Danielle in the office.
Right.
She would do all the videoing for me. Editing, it's not really that edited, really. I'll just record a video. If I'm happy with it, that's the one I put up. If not, I'll redo it. But most of them are first takes, to be honest, because like I said, I've done this week in, week out,
Yeah. Yeah.
much like you fitting carpets, you know. So it's pretty much second nature. So the filming wasn't that bad, although I did have a few deliveries and phone calls and things to interrupt really good videos, which is always the way when you're filming live, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And to say that, someone will ring me now, or you.
My dog
Hopefully
will
not.
probably start barking in a minute.
Yeah, my dogs are at home, so it should be all right. What were we saying? What were we saying? Oh, how does it work? Yeah, so it's basically a series of videos, starting from your as I would run a course. So you're setting out, running through, you're scribing, blah blah blah, and they're all different videos that you can watch again and again. It's got all the content in that, like I could deliver, or like I do deliver on training courses. The good thing about online training is you can watch it again and again, and all the content is in there. There is no stone left unturned, really. If there is, I'd like to know. I always ask people for feedback, and I only ever really get good feedback. I did have some constructive criticism about 4 months ago. I acted on that, and my courses are better for it. So you always want to improve everything you do, don't you?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, the structure for the online trade. Originally, I was going to do it live, which that would have just been an absolute nightmare to arrange and run, and the technical issues you could have with that are just potentially appalling. And I want to deliver a service that I would want to buy. And live training is one off, whereas this is, like you say, you get the continued access to the videos to watch as many times as you need
Yeah.
over the time frame of the course.
Do you have different courses then, like at the training centre? You have like a basic course, a herringbone course, intermediate. Is that how it works?
Yeah, I don't really do my courses the same structure as other training centres. I don't do a level one, level two. I do the on the for the online training. I do a straight lay course, so you wood effect planks fitted straight, going around all your obstacles. Um, that's £100 for 8 weeks access. Which again, if you've got an apprentice, uh, I would certainly be buying that content for my apprentice to watch, especially if they're hungry and want to learn. Because if I had the access to that when I got into flooring at 20, I'd be all over it. Um, and then I do a herringbone course with no border. So that helps you understand the herringbone pattern, create your scribing templates, um, scribing around all your obstacles that you would find in a job, like I say, your radiator pipes and everything else.
Yeah.
And then we also do a herringbone with a border course, which a lot of people think herringbone with a border is easier than without a border. If that is the case, you definitely need to watch the herringbone without a border course, because herringbone without a border is quicker and it's easier when you know how what you're doing. Herringbone with a border is a lot of work, and if you scribe your border in first with herringbone, chances are, yeah, you watch the online training, you will work considerably quicker. I've had people on my training courses who've been fitting herringbone woodblock for 20, 30 years. In fact, when these three lads came in, I was a bit intimidated because I knew they were really good. And like I say, they're old school wood fitters. And the stuff I showed them, they actually changed the way they fit their woodblock herringbone and now work quicker and more efficiently off the LVT herringbone training. I have studied the herringbone pattern extensively. I know the physical, practical maths behind it, and I teach that in simple physical terms, not in maths, in visual visual terms that us floor layers can understand.
Yeah. Also, Paddy, you've just started offering training on the road. Um, have you done any yet? So are you traveling out on site, or are you traveling to like shops, or how does that work?
Yeah, again, so like I said earlier, it's about trying different things in business. Some things work, some things don't. I wanted to now try going out to companies and deliver training. I've got mobile training bays that I used last week down in Gloucester. That went really, really well, actually. I was really happy with that. I am my biggest critic. Um, and let's be honest, floor layers can be critical and they can have a good moan. I know I can, and therefore, I want to be delivering products that I would want to buy myself. And yeah, that training in Gloucester went really well. The lads gave me great feedback. Um, I am actually due to ring them this evening to see how they've got on with their herringbone job this week. I haven't heard off them, so I'm imagining they've done all right. Otherwise, they would have anyway because they were really good fitters. Um, but yeah, Gloucester went really well last week, so I want to do that. And then the other aspect of mobile training that I want to look at is actually going out on site with fitters. So if you work by yourself, or there's two or three of you on a job, can come out probably ideally on the first day of fitting, so all the prep's done, and show you setting out, scribing templates, how to work around things, how to work more efficiently, just the ins and outs of fitting, really.
Is it?
Again, it's just another option for me to deliver training. I really enjoy training, and it's so rewarding when you get people that come in. Great, you meet them. Most people are absolutely lovely. Best thing about training is the people, the sound. But then also, the really, really good thing is when they leave, usually on a Wednesday, and they're like, I can't wait to fit herringbone now. That's what they all say because they all now understand how to fit that pattern. That is so rewarding. And then you get sometimes you get messages going, "Oh, Paddy, look what we've done this," and I'm like, it's like a proud dad moment. Yeah, but it's my job. I'm so lucky to have that job. And like we said earlier, unfortunately, demand for training has died off a bit. However, I still want to train, whether it's coming to you, coming to your workplace, you coming to me, whatever. I'm not going to give up on training. I'm still going to plug away at it. I can always go out fitting. Love fitting now. So easy. You get good, then you get quick. When you're good and quick, then everything's easy. That's the level you want to be operating at.
Is
I'm
there a lot of
considering. Go on.
is there a lot of equipment to transport? Like, do you take bays with you? And if so, is there a maximum amount of people what you can attend?
Yeah, so I like to keep my numbers at a maximum of six, to be honest. Any more than six on a course, I'm too busy. I'm stressed, therefore I'm not delivering the quality of training I want. And also, you find sometimes people have stood about. I've been on courses with 9, 10, 12 people years ago, and you stood there talking to someone for 20 minutes. If I'm on a training course, I want to learn, not stand around and waste half an hour waiting for someone, waiting for the instructor to come over. So for me, I always try and keep my numbers low so I can keep the quality high, and the value for money as well, for installers that are having the day off work or days off work to be trained.
What are the prices, Paddy? Are we allowed to ask what are the different prices of the new training you're offering?
Yeah,
Because it's going to be a lot cheaper than going to a centre, especially with
oh yeah,
hotels and train.
yeah. I mean, you save in your hotels, you travel, being away from the family as well. Although some people used to quite enjoy being away from the wife for 3 days. Not many, obviously, but some did. Um, but yeah, pricing. So me going out to train on site, um, but pricing. Yeah, I'm still a bit vague on pricing, to be honest, bro. You know what I'm like. I'm just winging it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to get that sorted, and ultimately, it will be good value for money. Um, I think coming out to train people on site for a day is going to be really good. I'll really enjoy that, and fit as well as well. Because on a Monday, you got starting your herringbone job, you got to worry about setting it out and whatever. You haven't got to worry about that. I'll come, I'll set it all out for you. I'll show you how and why I'm doing everything. Um, what a great way to start your week. And also, I'll start wanging some product down as well. So not only am I training you, I'm actually going to put some materials down. You will work much quicker and much more accurately after a day with me training you.
So, Paddy, what's going on with your training centre? What's happening with that?
So I've actually closed the training centre down, due to the lack of demand for training. To be honest, it's crazy how the demand has fell off. But it's not just MM floor training. It's I've spoken to other training providers. They're having the same sort of issues with lack of bookings, which I mean, I was thinking of closing in the summer, wasn't I, to be honest, because the stress and pressure of running training courses, um, you can be the best fitter in the world, but when it comes to training, it's a completely different
I
kettle of
know,
fish.
I know.
And when you are the business, and I'm doing everything in the business, from the training to cleaning the loos in the morning to sweeping up at the end of the day, it's a lot of work, and I probably maybe should have shut in the summer, but I listen to people. Now, one thing that annoys me about that is I always say to people, trust your gut instinct, always. And I didn't. I listened to people instead and stayed open. Like I say, probably should have shut, but I'm not too bothered, to be fair, because I've loved every minute of that training centre. I really have. I've learned a lot. I've met some amazing people.
The thing
One
is
of
as
my
well.
big
The thing is as well, Paddy. We all know you don't do it just for the money. You do it for the actual love of the industry as well.
Yeah, without making me sound like a proper geek, I actually do. Yeah, like if it was more money motivated, I'd have more people on a course. To be
Yeah.
quite honest, and probably do more courses. And it's not the money for me; it's the training. And I'm so proud of what I have pretty much single-handedly done with the training centre and the hundreds of fitters that I've trained throughout the UK. I even had someone in from New Zealand who came on holiday to the UK for 2 weeks. Mike Ritson, shout out to Mike. He looked just like Alan Shearer. Honestly, he was the spitting image. Lovely guy as well. He's great. We went for a curry on the night. He's a brilliant guy. I've had people fly over from Ireland, and Andy Hook came down 10-hour drive from Scotland. So, it's quite again, it's tough when people make that sort of commitment, or even if you come from around the corner. It's a lot of pressure on me to deliver. If I'm having a bad day, you're having a bad training course, which it's not what you're paying for, is it? But no, it's been amazing experience, and the training centre was a massive success. If I could have done it all over again, knowing how it would turn out, I definitely would. definitely. The friends I've made, the knowledge I've picked up, the manufacturers I know. I used to be nervous about even like meeting you, speaking to you. And like now I've got mates like Brian King and Dan Jones, master carpet fitter, absolute legends in flooring. So many other people I've met in the training centre. It's been it's been an amazing ride,
Well,
and everything has to come to an end at some point. It's not like it closed because I ruined it or did something wrong. It's just times have adapted, and I've adapted with it as well. Businesses have to change
well,
and adapt to survive, and that's what I've done.
as they say, one door closes and another window opens. What was your autumn? Just short of 4 years. You must have some amazing memories, and some of the things you've done as well. You've had two open days. You've done a lot for charity as well, mental health. So you know what I mean. You must think. Do you know what? I'll give myself a big pat on the back there.
Yeah, to be honest, I when I closed the training centre and emptied it all, I did stand there in the empty room that was what it originally was 4 years ago, and did have a bit of a moment and look back and think, wow, like
Yeah.
wow, look what's just happened. Obviously, it was a training centre, now it wasn't. And in that time, look what I've done. I actually wrote down on a piece of paper just so I could get my head around it all, because I am my biggest critic, but I also don't really give myself the credit that I probably deserve, because I'm always picking faults of myself. But yeah, I wrote down, we had the first charity day or open day that raised over £6,000 for charity. The second one I did last year raised nearly £20,000 for the Samaritans. One of the most amazing things that I've ever done or sort of arranged. I'm a bloke, I'm not very good at arranging stuff, but I managed to pull that off, which I was quite happy about. It was a great day, loads of money raised for charity. I've trained in France. I've exhibited at the flooring show alone. I've done I did the CFJ Live event a few years ago. I've exhibited at CP Assessments at Fitter. Um, yeah, wow, what a crazy, mad, amazing 4 years I've had. Unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. Loved it. Like you say, the stress and the pressure of the training centre, no one will really know, because, like I say, I did absolutely everything. I used to be in there on a Sunday night till 10 o'clock at night, cleaning the loos or writing my shopping list of stuff I need to get. And yeah, the amount of work and effort I used to put in, I look back now and think, you're mad. Like, I can't be asked to do all that now, because I've done it. I've done it. It was great. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. But everything has to come to an end. And like I said, businesses have to adapt to survive and carry on. And that's just what I'm doing.
Well, Paddy, I wish you the best of luck. I'm sure you'll succeed with it. I think it's a good idea. And can we come and have a catch up in a couple of months, see how you're doing with it?
Yeah, sound. I'll come up to Wigan. We'll get some pies in.
Belting.
I'll be off my diet
Well,
then.
Paddy, thanks a lot for speaking to us, and good luck. I'm sure it'll be a success. It sounds like a great idea, but good luck and thanks for speaking to us.
Brilliant, thanks. And don't forget, Brian, and anyone else, if you want to book some online LVT training with professional structured training and aftercare support,
The link will
go
be
on my
here
Instagram
somewhere.
page. Yeah, the link will be here, or right here on the end of my nose, or on my Instagram page. And yeah, thank you for your time, Brian. Everyone, remember to double check your measurements and always take the burr off.
Cheers,
Don't eat
Paddy.
yellow snow. See you, Brian.
See you later.
Sure.